So that shiny new game just came out, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and you want to know if it's worth your time, right? Well, let's take a look at the game first and first impressions. Keep in mind this is not a full review, this is a quick look at the game. I played the game for just under 2 hours, so I'll show some footage of the game while describing it and giving a few thoughts on it. Okay, so I've never watched Dragon Ball, nor do I know much anything about it. However, I'm making this video for those who are interested in the game. First off, the performance of the game was fine. It was smooth the whole time for me. I was playing on 1440p max settings with a 3080 Ti. The graphics are I mean the effects are cool, but the actual textures are kind of low resolution sometimes. Overall, it looks good though. Also, one thing that could be a big deal to you, the game seemed to be limited to 60 FPS only. I thought that would suck, but actually I didn't even feel the difference. 60 FPS seems to be just fine for this game. I began the tutorial with mouse and keyboard, but that was feeling kind of clunky to me, so I switched over to a controller. I definitely recommend a controller for this game, as it just feels much better. One thing that's immediately noticeable is that the game seems to auto-lock onto your enemy. You can look around left and right somewhat, but for the most part, you're just locked onto whoever you're fighting. You can fly up, fly down, walk on the ground, and then each character can attack or hold the attack button for a heavier attack. You can also dash, which means to move quickly in one direction, even in the air. You can block and counter as well, but those can be pretty hard to time with the speed of these characters. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but your character can charge and attack, which results in energy all around them. These are the real damage dealers, but they take a few moments to charge. So if you're in the middle of battle, you'll need to make sure that you have enough time to charge up. Otherwise, you'll just be a sitting duck and you'll get attacked. Each character seems to have 2 charged attacks as well as an ultimate attack. That's when you charge for a really long time. All of the charged attacks and ultimate attacks are different for each character, so it's nice to switch it up and see the different attacks. After the tutorial, you'll be in the main menu, and there's a lot to go over here. First, the episode and custom tab. Episode battles are playing through the story, and there's several battles and scenes. It'll start off as Goku, but once you exit the story and then load back into the episode battle, you'll see that you can select several characters now. They each have their own story to play through, and I spent 1 hour playing through a few different characters to see their abilities and story. Custom battle lets you create a custom battle for other people to play. I went through the process of doing that, and then I fought my own creation, and then I posted it on the world library for others to play too. As you play the episodes, there are frequent time jumps as well as animated scenes in between all of the battles. The time jumps seem to be quite large sometimes too. Then there's the come forth tab. I actually totally forgot about this tab. I glanced at it briefly, but then I never went back to it. After looking it up just now, it says that once you complete all of Goku's story and get all 7 Dragon Balls, you'll get a summon that you can use to unlock more items, like new characters for example. However, it also says that once you reach level 20, all of these items will be available in the shop anyways. The gallery has an encyclopedia for different characters, your own game data, and then theater, which I think are the various cutscenes in the game, but they won't show up until you've already seen them in the game. It's for replaying the scenes, not seeing them for the first time. Also in theater is the game's various music tracks. Battle and training tab now. Battle is where you can play online or offline. Offline mode here lets you play against an AI, or you can play split screen. You can also watch 2 AIs fight each other, and I actually did that and watched. Kinda neat. Online has 3 tabs in it. Player match, which is like a casual 1v1 against someone online. Ranked match, which is ranked matches against someone online. And then rankings. That shows the current rankings for a few different online categories. Before I got off, I played 1 match of the casual online game mode, and I beat my opponent pretty easily, I think. And then there's super training within the battle and training tab, and that's just a couple different training options. You can practice different moves, for example. And then lastly in this tab is a world tournament, and that has an option for offline and online as well. I didn't play this mode, but a tournament is straightforward. You play matches against either AIs or people online and try to win the whole thing to become the champion. Challenges and missions has 2 tabs inside of it, and both are for collecting rewards from you playing the game. Once you've played for a while, just check back there and you'll get some rewards. Shop and customize tab lets you purchase items in the shop like characters, character skins, music, in-game abilities, and more. These can all be equipped to your character in the customize tab. The abilities are things like reduced cooldowns, makes attacks last longer, or speeding up attacks. I never equipped any abilities though, I just played default. You can also change your player card in the shop and customize tab too. Back to custom battle now. The world library tab is in here, as well as bonus battles and custom battle mode. Custom battle mode lets you make and customize your battle scenarios and then post it for others to play in the world library. You can get rewards if it's good enough too. Also, you can look at saved replays here. Bonus battles is just more battles against AI. You can unlock rewards for beating them the first time, as well as unlocking their abilities to be used in the custom battle mode, so you can make your battles even better. The game's controls are really easy to pick up, as there's not really a whole bunch of attacks. Also, whenever your character uses their charged attacks, they'll say a certain line, and it gets a little old when they're saying the same line over and over in battle as you keep repeating the same attacks. One thing that can happen while in battle is the enemy giving you almost no time to react. They can combo their attacks back to back to back, taking so much of your health while you can't really defend or do anything. This is also possible for yourself too. When I played my online match, I chained several attacks together multiple times that they couldn't really defend against. I think this game has a little bit of everything for people wanting to get into this game. You have offline and online, tournaments, episode mode, mode, split screen, and then there's different characters and customizations. Even though I looked at this game purely to show people on YouTube, I actually ended up liking this game way more than I thought I would. All of the animations and battles went smoothly on my end, and it just felt like a well-made game, honestly. There are 2 potential downsides I see for anyone interested in this game though. The game is capped at 60 FPS, and the combat is quite simple and somewhat repetitive. As someone with no knowledge of Dragon Ball in general, I found this to be a pretty good game, though that's my personal opinion. Whether or not this is your type of game, I'll see you in the next one.